Chazwick Bradley Bundick, better known by his stage name Toro y Moi, is an American recording artist and producer. His music has taken on many forms since he began recording, but he is often identified with the rise of the chillwave movement in 2010 and 2011. His stage name is a multilingual expression consisting of the Spanish words Toro and Moi, and the French word moi. Early life: Chazwick Bradley Bundick was born on November 7, 1986 in Columbia, South Carolina, to a Filipino mother and an African-American father. He attended Ridgeview High School, where he formed the indie rock band The Heist and The Accomplice with 3 schoolmates. Bundick graduated from the University of South Carolina in spring of 2009 with a bachelor's degree in graphic design. Late in his school career, Toro y Moi formed a close musical relationship with fellow chillwave artist Ernest Green, who performs under the name Washed Out. Career Causes of this in mid-2009, Toro y Moi was signed to Car Park Records, on which he released his debut full-length album Causes of This in January 2010. On Causes of This, Bundick experimented with sampling and production techniques using the digital audio workstation Reason. The album garnered comparisons to the chillwave subgenre. However, Bundick stated that he never classified his music as such. Bundick refers to the album's subject matter as personal, calling it a breakup album. Tours supporting Ruby's Sons, Caribou, and Phoenix followed the album's release. Underneath the Pine and Freaking Out EP Toro y Moi's second album, Underneath the Pine, was released on February 22, 2011. The album was recorded at Bundick's home in between tours while supporting Causes of This. Underneath the Pine marked a stylistic departure from the previous album in that it was made up of all live instrumentation and contained no samples. Bundick cites horror movie soundtracks, space disco, and film composers Piero Umiliani and Frana Section Ward de Rubex as inspiration for the album's sound. Further, Bundick states, "What influenced Underneath the Pine was finding stuff that I wanted to sample for Causes. A lot of the things I sampled for Causes ended up being the main musical inspiration for Underneath the Pine." In an interview with Website at the Cinema, he suggested that he had moved beyond the chillwave genre. "All that stuff is really good music, like Ernest Green and Neon Indian. I'm a big fan of all of that, but I think chillwave was just a small little period where we all were, coincidentally." On September 13, 2011, Toro y Moi released an EP titled Freaking Out, featuring a cover of Saturday Love by Cheryl and Alexander O'Neal. The EP's sound was heavily influenced by 80s boogie and R&B. The band was chosen by Caribou to perform at the ATP Nightmare Before Christmas festival that they co-curated in December 2011 in Minhead, England. Anything in Return In January 2013. Toro y Moi released his third studio album, Anything in Return, which he described as having a 90s dance and R&B sound. According to him, the album was influenced by lots of different types of house, from deep house to two-step. The chords, Harm and Change and Say That You See that's just something I've been a fan of for a while. I really want to mess around with those kinds of elements and revisit what I did on Causes of This, but make those elements a little bit better and more apparent. The album was called highly indebted to the late sacrosanct hip-hop producer Jay Dilla by the San Francisco Bay Guardian. Bundick stated that he wanted to combine electronic production of his first record with the elements of traditional instrumentation of his second album. The album lyrically focuses on Bundick's move across country to California with his girlfriend and the strain touring puts on a relationship. In promotion of Anything in Return, Toro y Moi embarked on an international tour and made an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. What for? In January 2015, Toro y Moi announced a new album What For? To be released April 7 by Car Park Records and shared in new track Empty Nesters. Samantha In his home studio, Bundick utilizes a Roland JX3P, Moog Voyager, Fender Rhodes, and various soft synths. On August 28, 2015, Toro y Moi released a surprise mixtape called Samantha. It featured 20 songs recorded in Berkeley, California between February 2012 and August 2015. Les Sins, Bundy makes electronic dance music and DJs under the moniker Les Sins. As Les Sins, Bundy has put out a series of 12 inches records on Car Park Records and Jiaolong Records. Bundy stated that Les Sins was just another way to make weirder music without having to feel I'm alienating Toro y Moi fans. So it's kind of nice to do whatever kind of song I want to do without having to worry about it being accessible. Les Sins' debut full-length album, Michael, was released on November 4, 2014 on Bundy's own company Records. Side projects, Bundy put out a collection of experimental stream of consciousness recordings under the moniker Sides of Chaz. Releases have included a tour CD-R and a single, Sweet Tea, put out on Fork and Spoon Records. Band members Live Chaz Bundy Euro vocals, guitar, and keyboards, Jordan Blackman Euro guitar, Anthony Ferrero Euro keyboards and backing vocals, Patrick Jaffords Euro bass, Andy Woodward Euro drums. Discography Studio albums Causes of This, Underneath the Pine, Anything in Return, Michael, What For? Billboard 200 number 123. Compilation albums June 2009, Samantha. EPs Body Angles, Freaking Out. Singles Bless Her, Left Alone at Night, Leave Everywhere, I Will Talk to You / For No Reason, Sides of Chaz, So Many Details, Say That, Campo, Slough, Empty Nesters, Buffalo, Room for One's Own. Demo albums Woodlands, My Touch. As featured artist remixes mixtapes guest mix for Andrew Meeser's BTS Radio, Boiler Room Los Angeles mix. Other appearances, Still Sound appeared on the season premiere of the 8th season of Entourage, Home Sweet Home. New Beat appeared in the film Magic Mike. Harm and Change, New Beat, and So Many Details featured on the soundtrack of the video game, Grand Theft Auto V. Bundy soundtrack to video, ABC of Fashion for British magazine ID. Rose Quartz featured on the About Last Night soundtrack. References. External links, official website, Toro y Moi's blog, self-titled mag interview, Toro y Moi mixtape on Andrew Meeser's BTS Radio.